Hi guys, welcome back to the Databank reading for the characters. I will be starting with Pela, then we will go on to Sampo, and if we still have some time we'll go for Luka. So for Pela, the character details are as follows. The meticulous intelligence officer of the Silvermane Guards. While young, she's undeniably brilliant. Whether it relates to maneuvering troops, distributing supplies, or analyzing terrain, Pela can answer any problems with calm certainty. As for her phone case, it has nothing to do with work, Captain. She's also one of the characters that you meet when it comes to the museum. There was this event where you had to collect around Belobog, like items to place into the museum, and she was one of the characters that you met there. Character Story Part 1. The following is an excerpt from page 102 of the Silvermane Guards Recruitment Records, Intelligence Department, Volume 24. Basic information about the candidate. My name is Pela Gaia. Sergeyevna? But you can call me Pela. I graduated from the Faculty of Social Sciences and the Faculty of Science from the Belobog Cadet School with a double honorary degree in Military Studies and Cryptography. My hobbies, pardon me, I need a minute to collect myself. My hobby is studying prehistoric Belobog music. That's it. No, I have no other hobbies, really. Please trust me. So she's one of those characters that's like work, and her work is very important to her, is also what I noticed in that little side quest line. I don't remember where else you actually meet Pela, but if you do know, you could just tell me in the comments as well. Might be handy for people that haven't played the game yet, to also really get info that's actually accurate, because I don't want to give info that I am not sure about. The following is an excerpt from page 103 of the Silvermane Guards Recruitment Records, Intelligence Department Volume 24. As for what is an honorary degree, please allow me to recite from the Belobog Sergeant Education and Degree Awarding Regulations Version 3, Chapter 5, Section 23, Article 1, Paragraph 7. An honorary bachelor's degree will be conferred to students who have not met the minimum age requirement but have earned enough credits from courses of corresponding majors. That's right, I currently have no plans for postgraduate study and never will. I find practice far better than theory, madam. So she's a student that at a young age was able to, like before she became, I think, 18, if 18 is still the age of adulthood in this world. Before 18 was able to finish studying at the degree of somebody who, for example, goes to university or get a bachelor's degree, for us. Character Story Part 3. One snowy Belobog evening, underneath the massive stopped clock, the laughter of girls spilled out from a warmly lit window. Studying prehistoric Belobog music? That's just ridiculous. Didn't Kokolia bother to ask about that? The slightly older woman rocks back and forth with laughter. Please address her as Madame Kokolia Serval. A petite girl pouts as she takes off her steamed-up round glasses. Just to know that I'm playing in your hand. Or band, sorry. So, this girl is playing in the Serval band. That is... okay, I didn't even realize that. The girl in the cat ears hat. She's reluctant to take it off even when inside it chimes in. You really are a piece of work. Does Madame Kokolia know what your other hobbies are? No way. The woman named Serval gets up from her bedding on the floor. I've lived with her for so long and never seen her pick up a novel. She says they're a complete waste of time. Okay, Pela, Lynx, we need to go to the Tale of the Winterlands fan meet tomorrow. Let's get some rest. So, are they all part of the band then? Because in the thing that we read from Serval, she had this band that she was playing in because she wanted to, make music. Honestly, with Pela's thing of, trying to dig back up the old music, it would actually kind of fit. But if it's like her personality seems to be a bit too reserved for it to actually be a thing. But who knows, I don't remember. Character Story Part 4. If you're familiar with the street gossip of Belobog, then there is no way you could miss the tale of the Winterlands, and if you're an avid tale fan, then you'll definitely have heard of the fan meet. Its time and location are a secret, and attendance is by special invite only. Attendants are split into two categories, content creators and the consumers who love the created content. They all have a genuine love for the tales of the Winterlands, and do their bit to support this monumental masterpiece of Belobog literature. Among them, a new legend is born. It is said that she is a petite woman. It is said she never missed a single meet. It is said she always wore a mask. It is said she once spent a small fortune on a limited edition art book. It is said that whenever she creates something, her work would cause a huge sensation among the dedicated fanbase. That's a whole lot of rumors, yet none of them are related to the Silvermane guards. Looks like my skills of disguise really are fantastic after all. Teehee. So, I think it's actually talking about Pela, so this is in her character story. Maybe she's the one that's always going around with a mask, because she's like not wanting her creation of the books and the story and stuff to come back to her workplace. And for that hobby to stay secret from Miss Cocolia. Next up is Sampo. Character details. A silver-tongued salesman. Where there is profit to be made, you can be sure Sampo is nearby. The information that only Sampo possesses makes it hard not to approach him for help, but becoming his customer is not necessarily a good thing. After all, customers can quickly turn into commodities for the right price. What that means is that he could just sell you out if people need your information. The thing that I also noticed is whenever there's something that he can steal to make money off, he will try and do so. Character Story Part 1. Hello everyone, this is Bruegel Poison from the Crystal Daily, and I'm here at Fountain Plaza in the Administrative District. Standing next to me is someone who calls themselves a member of the Dark Blue Scam Victims Association, and I'm about to conduct a short interview with him. Hello there sir, could you please tell me and the audience about your experience of getting scammed? Oh, I'm so utterly enraged. That blue-haired punk, I hope he dies. Sir, we're live right now, please calm down. I'm fine. The Crystal Daily, right? That's it. You should report more on the suffering of everyday people and pay less attention to gossip about the architects. I'm telling you, that blue-haired punk has slipped off into the administrative district again. Yesterday he pinched 3 caddies of rye bread spices from my store. 3 whole caddies! Do you know how long those will last for the dignitaries? Next thing, he'll be robbing a spice factory. Please calm down, sir. We sympathize deeply with your plight. Now then, you just mentioned the Belobog Spice Factory, didn't you? Sure, I mentioned it. Was that important? This factory, are you able to tell me its exact location? Why? Well, you see, as journalists, we want to contribute to social justice causes, and only by knowing the exact location can our Silvermane guards and righteous citizens reduce burglaries. Wouldn't you agree? That makes sense. Then listen up. The address of the factory is 100% the person from the Crystal Daily, supposedly, is Sampo in disguise. He's literally trying to steal the spices of that factory now. See, I told you. If he can make a profit of something, he's definitely going to try and get his hands on it. Character Story Part 2. Name: Alexei Bulgar. Rank: Private First Class. Hello, Private First Class Alexei. I am Bruegel Poison, Senior Human Resources Specialist for the Silvermane Guards. Captain Japar asked me to approve your application for personal leave. It's a pleasure to meet you, Madame Bruegel. Let's see, it says here that you were wounded 4 months ago during a defensive operation with a total of 5 fractures, yet, despite all this, you have continued to carry out your duties right up until now. Admirable. Thank you, Madame Bruegel. You guard the 3rd Arsenal at the Silvermane Guard Restricted Zone, yes? Terrific. As far as I know, that's an extremely important military zone where the most the most valuable Silvermane military resources are stored. You're right, madam. Let me see. No problem. Private First Class Alexei. At this stage, you are cleared to go home next Tuesday. What? So soon? As far as I know, this kind of high-level guard duty usually takes at least a month to process handovers. Don't worry, Private First Class. I appreciate your determination to the cause, but nothing is more important to me than protecting the physical and mental well-being of one of our best Silvermane guards. Don't worry. I've already picked out someone to fill in for you, so everything's taken care of. I understand. Thank you very much, ma'am. That's the one. Remember, next Tuesday, I want you and your luggage out of the restricted zone before 8:17. Or the woman doing the talking to the guards? Miss Poison? Or that's a Sampo? Or she works with Sampo? I really don't know how he would be able to do a disguise where he would perfectly be able to mimic a person that they should be, like, knowing, if you get what I mean. But then again, the Bruegel Poison actually tells them who they are, so maybe the guards don't 100% know who does the HR department of hiring and stuff. Character story part 3. Yo, my man! Yo, you're here working for Poison too? Yeah, are you in charge of demolitions? Yep. Are you the lockpick? Uh-huh. Nice, then we're ready, let's get to work. And done. Now, let's just wait. That doesn't look very reliable. Can this tiny thing blow up through the steel door? I didn't doubt your professionalism. Why are you doubting me? Trust me, I've bombed mine shafts more times than you've had hot dinners. Okay, getting back on topic. What did that girl tell you again? The factory's abandoned, as it's completely unguarded. Just take what you want. I've never heard of such an easy job. Yeah, that's what she told me too, but something seems kinda off to me. Money's money. Don't ask so many questions. Come on, plug up your ears. It's fireworks time. ... Holy moly, that's so much. Man, just spectacular. I told you already. Don't question my professionalism. Let's go. It's over to you now. Shh, don't say anything. Can't you hear? I can hear voices inside. What? No way. She said there were no guards. It's the Silvermane guards. The Silvermane guards. It's the end of the line for us, bro. Scram. Darn it. Poison must have set us up. That piece of scum. This isn't finished yet. So... did Poison actually work with them then? Or is this Poison person Sampo and are they trying to get these two like in trouble so the guards chase them so Sampo can just enter? Who knows? Maybe we'll get more in Character Story Part 4, let's see. Character Story Part 4. Good morning, ma'am. I hope I haven't disturbed you. Who are you? Why are the Silvermane guards knocking on my door first thing in the morning? I'm sorry, ma'am. We're just carrying out building-to-building searches as ordered by the architects. Searches? What are you searching for? I don't have anything. Please calm down, ma'am. We're not targeting you. Everyone in the city is subject to questioning. Has something big happened? Please trust us. Everything will turn out fine if you cooperate with us. I just have one question. Do you have any wigs at home? What? Wigs? No, I don't have any. As you can see, my hair is great. Why are you asking about that? Are you sure? Please think again. The Silvermane guards have been ordered to gather up all the wigs in Belobog City. A refusal to submit may result in serious consequences. No, I'm sure. I don't have any of those at home. If you don't believe me, come inside and have a look. Ah, that won't be necessary. I'm sure you have nothing to hide. Goodbye, Matt. Hold on a minute. Can I ask what happened? Oh, there's no harm in telling you. Recently, a male thief disguised as a woman has stowed away up here into the overworld and is swindling everyone. This person is extremely slippery and changes appearance often. The Silvermane guards have not been able to locate him. Apparently, the Minister of Security was absolutely furious at yesterday's briefings and ordered the confiscation of all wigs in the city. Is that so? How outrageous. I'll level with you. We all feel the same way as you do. We need to keep up our search, so I won't bother you any longer. Wish you a good day, Madame Poison. So this Madame Poison is 100% Sampo. That's what this means. Like... Otherwise the name wouldn't come up in every single part of it. I really think that this Madame Poisson, Poissen, Poisson, I think it is in French. I really think that that person is Sampo. He's a really good swindler if he can literally like just put on a wig and change his voice. Must work really well, but then how do you work with like your eyes being the same, your facial structure being the same and stuff? Who knows? Still a video game. A lot can happen. The last part for this video will be Luka. At some point during the Belobog campaign, you go to this, like in the underground, there's this fighting club where you do matches. And Luka is one of the people that you fight there, or meet there, better yet. I don't remember if you actually fight him. What I do know is that at some point during this Jean Zolofu, like extra quests, you help him overcome his fear of Boothill's gun and everything like that. And he competes against a lot of the other characters that you can get. Like the little boy with all the swords and stuff like that. He fights against a lot of characters to eventually try and come out on top. And there's like a whole training regime that you have to do and all that. It was actually kind of fun. Either way, character details. An optimistic and carefree fighter with a mechanical arm, skilled in mixed martial arts and is a wildfire member. From the fight cage to the battlefield, and from a fighter to a warrior, Luka uses his strength to protect the people of the underworld. He wishes to bring hope to others precisely because he had experienced despair himself. This one will be a little bit longer than the other ones, as you can see. Character story part 1. He lifts the steel hammer over and over. Sparks erupt before his eyes, and the clang of metal against metal mutes the thuds of moving muscles and joints. The boy is not yet tall enough to reach the tools at the top of the steel cabinet, but the power with which he swings the steel hammer can already rival that of the most skilled craftsman. The shop is his entire life, with his father squatting next to the door and repeatedly cleaning the rusted old shop sign. Sometimes he would lie on his hard bed and imagine his future. But no matter where his mind wandered, his father's figure would always appear in his thoughts at the end. He temporarily puts down his work as footsteps approach. His father stands up and the older man's stout but bowed figure moves with a hint of groveling flattery. It's those people from Wildfire again. Ever since Moltamerville went under a curfew, they have been frequenting this shop and have increased the number of orders for various weapons. As the boy thinks about this, he happens to stare into the eyes of that regular old customer who acts as the leader of the group. That man's skin is tanned and he stands tall. His sharp gaze immediately softens when he locks eyes with the boy. Then he nods imperceptibly at the boy. "Welcome, Chief Oleg. How can I help you today?" "Patience, my good sir. I'm just here for a chat today." The man points at Luka. "A chat about your son." So it seems they're coming to collect Luka as some sort of, I don't know, payment maybe? I don't know. Character story part 2. There is a fire all around him, and the thick black smoke makes it hard to see. He keeps hearing screams and screeches as he fused scent of machine oil and blood sweeps over his nostrils. Luka tries hard to push down the urge to vomit. The smile that Oleg wore on his face when Luka swung a perfect straight punch for the first time inspired Luka. However, once the boy had experienced the cruelty of the front lines firsthand, he never regained that warm feeling in his heart. Luka would secretly observe his comrades' expressions every time they lined up for action, and the apprehension he saw on his faces would actually soothe his own anxiety. A scream pulls Luka back to reality. He rushes toward where the sound came from and sees a helpless child being backed into a corner by a monster. Instinctively, he leaps out and puts himself between the sharp axe and the child's fragile form. A loud blast sounds from behind him. Luka hugs the panicked boy with one arm and slowly turns his head. The mutated monster had fallen to the ground, seemingly hit in the vitals by a stray bullet. Thank you, mister. Are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Mister, your arm. His eyes follow the direction the child is pointing at. The sleeve that should have covered his upper right arm has been reduced to a shred of broken fabric, and blood is pouring out of his severed limb. However, before he faints from the pain, he could once again feel that warmth swelling up in his heart. So it seems protecting an innocent child from danger cost him his arm, but also gave him back his humanity in a way. Character story part 3. Luka is defeated at the final stage during the first championship he takes part in. Hahaha, how useless. This is the world of survival of the fittest. Someone as weak as you shouldn't even show yourself before me. Luka does not mind the humiliation. His opponent from the final is an infamous thug in town known for his underhanded and cruel tactics. If I have to resort to this kind of tricks and deceit to become the champion, Luka thinks, then I'd rather never get my hands on the golden belt. Luka runs into a few children around the corner from the fight club the night after. A short and skinny boy is curled up on the ground, his body covered in wounds, while the other children surrounding him laugh in arrogance. Ha ha ha, how useless! The leader of the bullies points at the wounded boy. This is the world of survival of the fittest. Someone as weak as you shouldn't even show yourself before me. That is when Luka swears he would become the underworld champion, and he will do this his own way, fair and square. So maybe hearing this kid get bullied in the exact same way as he was being talked down to actually gave him the fire to keep fighting and do it fair and square, to try and show people that you don't have to use backwards tricks, I guess. Character story part 4. We'll call it a day here. Come boy, take a seat. This is all? I was planning to practice a few more sets today. Oh, come on, stop pushing yourself. Get over here. I'm coming. Boy, I'm gonna ask you a question, and you need to give me an honest answer. Oh, what is this heart-to-heart we're having? Go on, ask away. Look, when it comes to fighting, do you actually like fighting? Haha, why are you asking this all of a sudden? Of course I do. Why else would I stick with you for so long? Don't be smart with me, boy. Answer the question. You're really serious about this? Okay. To be completely honest, I don't like it that much. Finally got an honest answer out of you. So, if the underworld no longer needs Wildfire's protection, would you still train yourself as a fighter? Let me think. I probably will. Why? You didn't get into fighting because you wanted the golden belt. Don't think you can hide that from me. If the underworld really became peaceful one day, would you still have a reason to fight? Sir, I remember you saying that there are bad people in every era. Even if all the fragmented monsters die off, people would still fight to the death for every little thing. I did say that. As long as there are still bad people in this world, and as long as there are still good people I need to protect, Luka stands up. Then I will keep on fighting. Seems like the kid does have a good heart in him though. Literally wanting to, even though he lost his arm, still wanting to fight to protect people. Sad though that he lost his arm, but he did save an innocent's life because of it. That's the 3 characters I promised. I'm going to try and fit Guinevere, Yaoju, and Black Swan. I think I'm pronouncing Yaoju correctly. If I'm not, you can tell me in the comments. If you use, you know how you have the word and then you have sometimes in the dictionary these other letters after it? If you use those, I can actually read those. We were taught that in high school. In English class even. We were taught pronunciation for English words, French words, German words, all using those specific letters that are designed for pronunciation. So if you do know how to pronounce it and you can put it in those letters, that will help me out a lot. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys next week again. If you really like it, please leave a like for me. If you want to see other videos like this, I'll try and upload every Tuesday. Sometimes there will be videos coming out on other days that are for different things. If you want to be, if you want a message for those, you should definitely give me a sub and put a bell on. It will definitely push them you know, when you have the YouTube screen at the top right, it will put them on that under that bell if you do that. That's also why, for example, for the people that you haven't done it, you don't get the same like red mark of like, oh, new message kind of deal. So either way, thank you for being here. Have a nice morning, day, evening, or night, depending on what the time of day it is for you. And hope to see you guys next time. If there's anything else that you would like me to read, please leave it in the comments as well. Please leave me a like, it does help push this to other people that might be interested in this type of story reading as well. Thank you in advance, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!